So what percentage of pensioners say they'd marry someone else if they had their time again? The answer is 21%.
First, right now, in fact, can older women afford to be fussy, Larry? Does there come a point when you have to give up looking for Mr. Right and start looking for Mr. He'll do? It's not actually about Larry, this, at all. One of our overworked researchers, who's 30-something, single and lovely, is still getting over the shock of being told to lower her sights by a family friend. But what worries me most is she's really started to think about this. And I want to know the answer she told me minutes ago. The problem as she sees it is this. Society tells us through films, novels and magazines that you girls have got to aim for the best. Without perfection, you have nothing, ladies. But your mothers tell you, hurry up. Marriage is a slog, not a party. Grab something, anything now, or you'll spend the rest of your days alone, weeping, watching daytime TV. The self-help guru, Laurie Gottlieb, she takes a similar view. Don't hold out for your dream guy, she says. Don't worry about intense connection or his halitosis. Just settle. Settling will make you happier in the long run, since many of those who marry with great expectations become more disillusioned with each passing year. The question of whether or not to hold out for the perfect man is the theme of Marion Keyes' latest novel as well. I don't want to spoil the story, but the answer, if you're 40, is don't even think about it. Don't even think about going for the right guy. Settle. Larry, settling.
Well, clearly I haven't done that because I've been 1.5 times divorced. What I would say is that the big issue with me with children is if you want a baby, you have that window of fertility and then it's gone. So you get to 38, you haven't met Mr. Right, you've got a choice. You either settle for anybody who's going, or you go off to the fertility clinic and have a baby on your own if you really want children. So I know women who do end up settling. I know also men who end up settling because they want to have children before a certain age as well. There is a huge pressure. And to a certain extent, I remember once doing speed dating, and it was elite speed dating. I had to earn over 100k a year, right? And all these women arrived, and they were really impressive, and they were beautifully dressed, and they were a bit scary, but they were really... And then these men who kind of shuffled in, and the difference was so huge. And you could see these women thinking, is this all I'm worth now? And so there was this massive difference. And I know girlfriends, and you think, why is she going out with him? So, to be honest, we're kind of, by dating, you're doing charity work all the time. We just hope to bring you up to our level, at which point you then dump us for somebody else, obviously, having done the makeover. No, I'd say, you know, perhaps... I'm no expert because, goodness me, my love life is littered with disasters. I haven't settled, but I'm on my own with... But then I've got kids,
but you haven't settled. No. And I know I'd never say Larry would settle. Do you ever worry that you're going to look back and worry... regret that I wished I hadn't settled. I wished I hadn't stuck on my own. I wished I'd settled for something else. Put up with it.
No, because I think that way our lives unhappiness. One man once told me a very interesting thing. He said that when he was in his 20s, all these fantastic girls wouldn't go out with him, and then when they got to 35, he called them retreads because they then all came back round because by this time they're desperate to have a baby. They'll go out with him. So I think that happens. Yeah.
Retreads, Michael.
Yeah. As an individual, I've never been into settling for second best in anything.
You don't have to, you're 23.
Of course. And I know that socially there is a view on women who are single at a certain age, you know, and that puts certain pressures. I don't think it should pressure you into settling for anything. I think it should perhaps make you ask yourself the question, are you being too fussy? Are you unrealistic in your view of what perfection is? But I think that why shouldn't you feel like you deserve the best for you? Do you know me?
I do.
Why, no matter what age you are.
You question some people. I had a great friend, Sally, and she didn't have a boyfriend for years and years and years. She was a lovely girl, good-looking, gorgeous, lovely, fantastic. But she was so fussy. And but eventually, you know, late 30s, actually, surprise, surprise, she became less fussy. Everything's great, children, da-da-da.
Yeah, no, I mean, because, you know, the thing is, I think whoever your choice of partner is a reflection on you, is a reflection on how you view yourself. And, you know, being so aware of this kind of thing where women get to a certain age and settle for anything, it's not good because I think it's going to make men not step up and realise that we should make as much of an effort as women. When you're giving that story out there, talking about these women who were there earning over 100k and compared to their male counterparts, you know, I think a lot of men should step up because I think men feel that they don't need to make as much effort as women. I think it's not fair.
Brendan, well, you never hear looking for Mrs. Right, do you? It's always Mr. Right. Brendan.
Exactly.
I'm scared to get involved with this, to be honest. I really am. I do not think you should settle, ever. No. I believe in looking for the perfect person that's for you. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be perfect. It's perfect for you, what you're after. I don't want to wake up in the morning and think, oh, do you know, I I don't really fancy you. I think that's a terrible way to start your day, and that's gonna that's gonna breed horrible feelings, and it's gonna create arguments. It's gonna, there's a whole pool of negativity. Look for the person that's right for you. Find her or him. Unfortunately for women, and this is where I shouldn't open my mouth. I'm going to. Women don't age as well as men. They don't.
Wait.
They don't. Now, I'm not saying that it's a problem. I'm just saying that as women get to an age of, let's say, 40, men at 40 can still pull, if you like, for the word pull, women at 30. Women at 40...
Where have you been? Have you never heard of cougars? What do you mean?
New Zealand.
The only men who ask me out are like 25. I mean, if I wanted a 25-year-old, there is a load of them out there.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, Brendan. I just don't think men make that much of an effort. I don't know.
Listen, while Brendan finds his coat, let's throw it open to you. Do you need to lower your expectations as you get older, Kirsty?
We have Liz first on line 1.
Liz, good morning.
Hi.
Lower expectations?
No, absolutely opposite. Be really honest about what you want and raise your expectations. My experience is that I met my current partner online when I was 39, and instead of sort of just settling, I was really honest from the outset about what I wanted, which was to have children, and now I have my little baby in front of me.
Fussy. Fussy, overly fussy. I mean, do you think that women may miss out on the chance, or too many years will go by of opportunity because they're looking for something which is unrealistic?
No, I suppose definitely not, because women are more marketable as they get older, if I can use that word. We earn a little bit more, and we do learn from our experience. So there's nothing to say that an older woman can't find somebody she wants to be with, and also, as I've done, have children.
OK, Liz, thank you. Let's have another.
We have Coral Ann on line 2.
Sorry, let's take one more if we can.
Coral Ann, she's on line 2.
Coral Ann, good morning.
Good morning.
What about your expectations? Do you lower them as you get older?
Certainly not.
I feel I'm about to be disciplined, Coral Ann.
Well, you should never, ever settle for second best. I agree with your panel on
What
that.
if you're desperate for children, you're 40 years old, what then?
Learn to live with it.
Can I just say, I'm with Coral Ann. Yeah. I'm with Coral Ann. Learn to live with it. What were you going to say, Larry?
I was going to say that some women get into the situation of being 40 and desperate because they have settled. They have settled for the guy who says, you know what, I love you, but I don't want to get married, or yes, maybe next year for children, or I'd quite like to get a job, but for the moment I want to write my novel, and therefore there's never... And they have settled for these rubbishy relationships for years and years and years, and then they turn around at 40 and say, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? The fact is that women always settle, not always, a lot of times settle.
I think it was this terrible thing about this notion that the woman that can have it all, and I just think the notion that anyone, male or female, at any age can have it all is such a terrible message to send out.
What, is it a message to say that women aren't allowed to have jobs and families?
No, that's fine. Have all of that, but don't ever say you can have it all, right? Everyone should be used to the fact you can't have everything you want. Where would you keep it? After the break. Really? Where? After the break. Is it ever okay to slap a woman's bum? No? Yes? What if she likes it? Does it all depend on who's doing the slapping or how hard? 0207 173 5555 is the number for your thoughts, flustered or otherwise, and we'll take as many as we can after we pay the bills. Don't go away.
Who slapped Matthew on the bum this week? Christopher Biggins, Noddy Holder or Lowry Turner? Find out after the break.